Hey everybody, Jeff, your executive gardener. Thanks for joining me. So this is going to be one of the first videos I do on, kind of how to cook things. So it's obvious how to grow. What you're looking at here is a bed of shishito peppers. You've seen this before. I've probably picked, I don't know how many, 50 to 70 shishitos off of these 6 plants. And you can see it's still absolutely loaded with red sweet shishito peppers. So I'm going to take these off, because taking this off I think will also encourage the plant to put more flowers on, put the energy to growing more flowers. But as you can see, this thing is just, it's just loaded, and I've already taken a ton of peppers off. But this has been an absolute success for me for shishito peppers. But I'm going to show you a little bit of a recipe to how to cook these things the correct way and eat them fresh. So let me start by getting all these these peppers off and getting about a pound of them into a bowl, and then I'll bring you back. Hey, so I pretty much picked most of the red peppers off these plants. I've got probably 2 pounds, but I wanted to share something interesting. I often get asked this question a lot, and I think it'll answer some questions. So you see how close these things are planted? These are all shishito plants, but there's a pepper plant in here, and I'll show you what happened. So this is what a shishito pepper looks like. Just about every one of the peppers looks like that. You can see this, they're all long. They're about 3 to 5 inches long, red or green. But look at this. It's a little bit different, isn't it? A little bit different than this. This is an interesting looking shishito pepper growing on a shishito pepper plant. Doesn't look like any shishito, but it does look very much like a habanero, right? And here's why. So if I go to this bed, you'll see that I've got habanero peppers growing, okay? Habanero. And so what happened most likely is a bee pollinated. Well, first of all, pepper plants are self-pollinating, so they don't require, it's the male and the female are in the same plant, the organs. But what happened is, look, look at this one right here. It's a perfect example. This is on my habanero plant. It looks exactly like the one on my shishito plant. And what happened simply is that during the pollination process, a bee went over there and spread some of the pollen from this, got into the pollen from the shishito, and blended the two. So the result will be the following. The shishito pepper will not be hot. Okay, it'll be the normal shishito pepper. However, the seeds that come out of that shishito pepper blended with the habanero, next generation, will be hot, and the plant will look slightly different. So if you ever have that happen, it's kind of a cool thing in nature, how the pollination of 2 plants cross-pollinate. But again, that shishito pepper over there that looks like the actual habanero pepper here will not be hot, but the seeds, the next generation of the plant, will likely be hot. Some blend between shishito and habanero, and I'm going to keep it just for the heck of it to see what happens and see what happens next year. Anyway, fun fast fact that you might know. Anyway, I have a few more peppers to plant here, and I'll show you what I have inside picked for red shishito peppers. Everybody, welcome back. So here we have the shishito peppers in a kind of a grilling wired pan. And so what we did was we mixed in 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and we got these kind of lubricated, nice and wet with oil. And what we're going to do is put it on relatively low heat and on this grill. And it doesn't take really long, but we're gonna grill them for, I don't know, 5 minutes, and I'm going to shake it around. So every few minutes I'll shake it around here, and what I want to do is get the outside of the peppers hot, and some of it at the bottom will get charred. So when they get hot and they get charred, they'll become crispy. So after we're done here, what we're going to do is remove it from the grill, put a little bit more oil in, and then we're going to sprinkle on a little bit of sea salt. My wife, Erica, is going to make aioli oil, garlic aioli oil, and we'll put it on. So we'll bring you back to see the final product, but By the way, this from this morning is just probably 1/2 of the peppers that we picked this morning, but we'll get it grilled and we'll come back and show you the final product. Everybody, so here we are, the final product, the Shishito peppers. You see they're slightly grilled. A little bit of that olive oil's on it. This is the garlic aioli sauce. And we're good to go. So what we did, after we got these things grilled up, heated for about 10-15 minutes, we actually put on some sea salt, we tossed it up, and we're good to go. So when you're cooking this, you don't need to take the seeds out. Just put them in their whole, and you're good to go. So let's give one a try in the garlic aioli sauce. And
should I try one?
Unbelievable. Try one.
Is it spicy?
This is Allie, my daughter. She doesn't really like typically this type of stuff, but that's fantastic.
Very good.
No heat at all. I think the grilling kind of calms it down. Again, 1 out of every 10 will be hot, but other than that, we're good to go. So we're going to pair this with the potatoes. I grew these potatoes in the backyard. I took the small ones, my daughter took the big one. These are red potatoes, and then down here we got some steak and some asparagus. So anyway, we're going to sign off for now because we got a lot of eating to do. Thanks for joining me on The Executive Gardener. This is the first of many videos that we show you what to pick, how to grow, how to pick it, how to prepare it, and lastly, you'll miss it, but how to eat it. Thanks. Until next time, Jeff, your Executive Gardener. Bye for now.